All right, time for a check on your first alert forecast. Winter is coming, or is it here already, Lonnie?
Temperatures are dropping as of right now, but I'll say this much, Dick. I think it's going to really be like a 1 day of the real cold stuff. And by the time you get to Wednesday, look, it's not going to be any great shakes, but you'll be maybe 5 degrees warmer, 10 degrees warmer on Wednesday. But here's what we've got out there right now, and starting to see a little shake to the lens because it's going to be a windy day tomorrow. That's all part of this equation. Coldest air that we've had since April. Haven't had that reading, 37 degrees since April. Winds out of the west-northwest. That's kind of key. 23 miles per hour. You could have gusts tomorrow that are anywhere from 30 to 40 miles per hour. So if you take a look at what we're dealing with, this taste of December is because of this cold air coming in from Canada, all right, giving us those temperatures that are running 10, 15 degrees below normal with the wind gusts 30, 40 miles per hour and that real cold air that feels colder than it actually is reading on the thermometer. But when you get a setup like this, all right, that air is flowing right over the Great Lakes. All right, and when you look at this, watch this. Tomorrow morning, it's 33 degrees in New York City, but that air flowing in from Canada doesn't stop here. The real story is it goes so far south, 33 degrees in New York City tomorrow morning. It's not going to be a record for the day. Yeah, it'll be the coldest we've had and the first freeze warning that we've had so far this season as well. But look at this. This is a bigger story. 33 New York City tomorrow. At the same time, Jacksonville, Florida is 30 degrees. That will crush the existing record in Jacksonville, which is 36 for the date. So, yeah, that's as far south as that cold air goes, and actually all the way over towards Louisiana as well. So when you look at the stats for New York City, April 9th was the last time that we were 32 degrees or colder. Possibly we're going to be hitting that tomorrow. November the 20th is when we typically get to 32 degrees, all right? That's when we average our first freeze. So we're a little bit ahead of schedule in that regard, right? Well, if you're wondering about snow and snow for New York City, December 13th, on average, is the first time, Dick, we get a measurable snowfall. And by measurable snowfall, you should see Dick's face at home right now. He's going, what's that, Dick? What are you going to say?
You could track a dog or a cat. How about that? Close enough?
That's exact. It'll leave paw prints, right? It's got to be a 1/10 of an inch. You got to give at least a 1/10 of an inch to record it as a snowfall. Typically, that happens December 13th. All right, so here's our picture. We're doing, fine right now. But look at this. What is this all about? Those, believe it or not, are lake effect snow showers. Now, lake effect snow showers, interesting setup there. They're famous in the Great Lakes, all right? Winds have to be from the northwest, all right? Land has to be colder than the lake water, right? That cold air hits that lake water. It's going to rise, okay? The lake water is 34, sub-freezing in Canada. As that air rises, pulling that moisture from the lake up with it, when it hits the cold shores again, it condenses, it really snows. We get nothing more than a few surviving flakes, and we could see a few of those surviving flakes tomorrow. There's a chance it would be a snowflake, a snow flurry. Here you are, 9 a.m. in our northwest suburbs, and again, scattered around. There's not too much, but a couple flakes are possible, maybe even getting close to the city or so. Wouldn't be a big accumulator, but we think perhaps Monticello sees 0.3, maybe a 0.2 in Sparta, so that's about it. But the story is the cold air, and it's combined with the winds. And that's why we have a first alert for tomorrow. And, Dick, we're not going to be issuing first alerts every time we're dropping down, like below freezing, right? We're doing it for the first one because this will wake people up in the morning if they're not prepared for it. You're going to walk out. It's going to be very cold in the morning. And then you're 50 degrees on Wednesday. All right, so you warm up a little bit, 52 Thursday, 50 Friday. Next time for rain looks to be late Saturday into Sunday. Sunday, you're 54. Could linger into Monday at 50 degrees. So really, it's tomorrow that will stand out as the coldest day of the next 7, in fact, of the next 10 days.
You're digging out the gloves for the kids. Where's the other one? That's what it's going to be.
The thing that I find when the wind's blowing that, I need the scarf.
Yeah, covers the neck, yeah.